What's up? Headed to Panther House Tattoo, 3rd South in Salt Lake to get another piece of the sleeve done. Thought you guys would like to see that since we always talk about it on the show. Yes, I have my Monster, or no, this is Rockstar Recovery. Affiliate link below. Click on it, make me more money. Critical part of getting a tattoo, your AirPods. You always want some music in the background, right? Now, one of the things that people ask me about all the time, oh, Monty, do tattoos hurt? Well, it's part of the process, but I wouldn't say they hurt. I would just say it's good times. So let's take you inside, we'll introduce you to our guy, and you'll see the next piece of my sleeve right now. All right, so what you see there is just kind of like the creative process, like, hey, how is this going to play into the rest of my sleeve? Where are we going to put this? And what you really want is somebody that you trust, like your tattoo artist, to say no to you on things. Like for Michael, I don't send him references anymore. Like when we first started working together, I did. I really just shot him an Instagram message and said, hey, I want a stopwatch with a chain. And he draws it up and it's almost always nails. It's exactly what I want. And then we try to blow it up in size so that you know how it's all going to fit. Because when you're doing a sleeve, you want it all to fit together. See, that's that feeling you get when you get a tattoo, and it's exactly what you. I mean, it's perfect. Like the line work is. That's exactly what I want.
I like the little dot in the center.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Well, that was awesome. There's no better feeling than walking out of a tattoo shop feeling like your guy crushed it. And Michael Bergfalk, Panther House Tattoo, Salt Lake City, absolutely crushed it. And again, I'll just remind you, I don't send him drawings ahead of time. I just tell him, hey, like I want a clover, I want a pocket watch. Here's where I'm thinking. And I'll show up here for my appointment and he'll have something drawn. We'll tweak it a little bit if it need be. And then he just tattoos it and he crushes it. So the best advice I can give you on tattoos is let the artist do the artiste part of it, right? I mean, trust your artist to be a really good, artist. They draw well. Michael Bergfalk, great lines, great drawings. Like, that's what I love. But other than that, now I'm fucking hungry. So let's go smoke some chicken.
What's up? These are Costco chickens. They come in a 2-pack. They come kind of like pre-wrapped, so you have to open them and wash them. So we're gonna open them, we're gonna wash them. And then this is super basic. You're just gonna put olive oil on these, and that basically just lets whatever seasoning we like to use, Kinder's or Cosmos, basically putting the olive oil on the chicken allows it to stick to the chicken better. So that way when you put it in this bowl and you let it sit, it kind of gets into the chicken a little bit better. So first you need to open these. So just scissors. As you can see, it's a whole chicken. And then we're gonna come over here, Clear out one side of the sink. Not super hot water. Gonna take this thing, and you just kind of want to wash everything off of it. Like, just clean it. Doesn't have to be perfect. But you basically are just trying to get it. Basically, just get all the plastic off of it. Like, just kind of ready. Just good practice. And when you get chickens from Costco, they basically come like cored out, essentially. So you just want to fill that up. Kind of drain it. Just going to dump it out like that. And as you can see, I don't know if you caught that, but there's like just some stuff that comes out of it. So we're going to go like that. And that's basically washing the chicken. So olive oil. And then after the olive oil, you can basically season your chicken with whatever you want. Whether you like it spicy, whether you like it, you know, you could get like pineapple juice and marinate in pineapple juice if that's the kind of taste you want. You could literally do whatever you want, which is really nice. So not a lot of olive oil, just kind of enough. That's all you really need. And it's really important that you get every portion of the bird. So you don't want to just do the top. And you could be like very, not like rough, but you don't need to take it easy on it. Really want to get in there. So now it's, you can't really see a lot, it just looks like a chicken, right? But now you've got this coating on it, you can feel it. Now when we season it, it'll really stick to the bird, which will really help us. I thought this would be kind of the finisher today. This is just like a honey barbecue. But first I'm just gonna do a real basic. Again, all this is Costco, just black pepper and salt. Don't go super heavy on this, just enough to cover the bird. You go super heavy, it's not gonna turn out well. So, and these are bigger. This happens to be also, you see how it says coarse? So that just means it's bigger chunks. That's just like cooking terminology for bigger chunks of salt, which is cool for seasoning. So just gonna dump that on there like that. Then we're gonna go pepper. Once again, this is coarse, so it's bigger chunks, that's all that means. And we're just gonna pop on here like this. And you can kind of see it too, how big these chunks are. So it's not the same as like table salt. So when you get that on there, again, we really want to get into the skin of the bird. Because if you just take it easy, you're not going to get that. It's not going to stay in the chicken as you smoke it on the Traeger. So we're going to flip this thing over. And now it's already all over my hands, right? So I don't need to re-season the bottom. I'm just going to basically take what's on my hands and I'm going to get it into the skin of the bird. Small details, make sure the limbs are also seasoned. It's easy to forget those, but it's honestly one of the best parts of the bird. So now what you get is sort of like this, I don't know what you would call it, like speckled look almost. You can see the chunks, the salt's on there as well, and when you're holding it in your hand, it feels grainy. You can feel it on the bird itself. So that's step one. And then I'm gonna wash my hands one more time because you don't want to take the chicken juice and put it all over your bottles of seasoning. That's how you get someone sick. So wash your hands every single time. All right, so once again, this is gonna be our, what I like to call our finisher. So you kind of have two routes you can go. You can use like just one of these and just like season the entire chicken. Or my personal preference is to get a little bit of salt and pepper on there. The salt actually helps to open up the skin of the chicken, so then the seasoning can get into the bird more. So I'm just gonna do kind of like a light, nothing crazy here, but just like a light kind of coating. And I'll roll this over a little bit. Same deal here. Nothing crazy. You can see it's not super heavy or anything. And then what I'm gonna do, obviously, once again, just like we have been with the salt and pepper, I'm just gonna really rub it in. So I know I keep saying that, but what you're gonna see is it's gonna start to turn orange, which is exactly what you want. It's not gonna be like complete orange, but you wanna just see that kind of tint to it. And again, it's easy to forget the legs. Make sure you get those, because that's obviously, as we all know, the best part. So we're gonna roll it over. And now you can see it's kind of getting that orange look. And you can smell it now too, which is good as you're rubbing it in. So then that's basically what you're left with. You got your whole chicken. It's orange, as you can tell. Now you can see too, I've missed a couple sections of the leg right here. So we're gonna rub that in, and then what I like to call the armpit of the bird. Make sure you get in here too. So this is a portion that I missed on the inside as well. So we'll just get in here. And then from there, you're pretty much good to go. Now there's a couple schools of thoughts on marinating. It kind of is a labor of love. Like, so the longer you let it sit in your fridge overnight, the more the taste is gonna get in deep. So for us, it's Sunday, you know, we've got most of the day. So we're actually marinating this before we go and do our workout and before we kind of do some other things. So this will probably sit in the fridge for, I don't know, like 3-4 hours. And then when it comes out, it'll be perfectly ready to go. So these have been sitting for about 3 hours. They're pretty tender. Yeah, they just look really good, honestly. Like the aroma, it'll stink up your fridge. Not stink up, but you'll be able to smell like the whole chicken in the fridge. It's pretty awesome. By the way, when you have a Traeger, immediately when you walk outside, you can smell the pellets. It's kind of amazing. So right now, come over here. You can see what happens is when your pellets when it starts burning pellets, you've got this great thing. So what you do is always try to keep this side full and burning, and you can see this, it's on super smoke right now. So what we're gonna do is super smoke on a Traeger is 225 degrees or less. So right now we're at 200. Right now it's sitting at about 225 for whatever reason, but yeah, I said it's 200. So open this up. And then set your bowl down by the legs. You want to push that onto the grate. By the legs. Get the drips off. Now, we'll cook these. There's a couple different ways you can go about it. When you go lower temperature, you want to cook it for a longer amount of time. So right now, we're putting these on the smoker, and they will probably be, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 hours. It's almost about 2 o'clock or so. So you figure 5 or 6 o'clock, these will be done. And then, yeah, let's go get it in at the gym. All right, we're here. Chicken's on the Traeger. It's time to go to work. Today we're doing back and biceps. It is Sunday, so in Utah, an interesting dynamic at the gym is that sometimes it's really busy and sometimes it's really slow. I can tell you already, we're sitting over here on the turf, and we've come in here and no music is on, which ultimately leads to like a weird vibe in the gym. So let's get back, let's get biceps and a little bit of curl. Here we go.
All right, so a lot of people ask us about the supplements we use. We're gonna make ourselves a ghost protein shake. I'm a huge believer in whey protein. I believe that if you take protein within 30 minutes of finishing a heavy lift, it will help you. It will help your muscles eat. It will help you recover. The cool thing is we just finished working out, got on the scale. I've lost 5 pounds. As many of you know, I tend to battle my weight and my body image a little bit. And I think Ghost has been a big part of that. So generally what I do, this is cinnamon cereal milk. It's my favorite flavor, pretty much by far. It tastes like, honestly, it tastes like a Cinnabon. And the thing is, when you open it, it just smells so divine. Key piece of equipment right here is a blender ball. Of course, I have the Ghost Nutrition, cup. And I'm going to put 2 heaping scoops of protein in here. All right. Put the lid back on. I'm going to go over here to my spaceship type fucking refrigerator. Fill this up with water. It's got, so when I started, I put ice and water in here. Hey, don't worry about that. That protein's not expensive or anything. Put ice, water, blender ball. 20 ounces of water in here total. When you're done, give that thing a shake. And that thing is ready to drink. And I usually let it sit for 2-3 minutes after shaking. And it's good. By the way, if you'd like to try this Ghost or any of our supplements, I love our 1 bars. We eat 1 bars, or I eat 1 bars twice a day for protein and Ghost. There's an affiliate link in the description of this video. Just click on it. It'll take you right to Amazon to buy it. Trust me, it's the best investment you'll ever make. So, Jake, what were you saying about chicken?
I was saying that the chicken is now probably done. So it's been about 40 minutes now on the Traeger. You can see it's smoking. The Traeger currently is at 458. It's been closed that whole time. So now we're going to open it, expecting these to be pretty much torched. Boom town. So as you can see now this is nice and crispy, right? Now I can hit this without any pretty much damage to it. And as you can see, it just peels right up because it's super crispy. And if I take this bird like this, watch the butt of the bird, all of that stuff is coming out, right? So these are pretty much good. At this point, the chicken's fully cooked. It's more about like how crispy you want it to be. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use our Nycetek thermometer. Really nice thermometer, very beefy. You can see it's actually pretty like solid unit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna temp this chicken. I already know it's done, but let's just see what this thing registers it at. So we're gonna go as far in there as you can. You can see there, it's 169. We hit it on the leg. Probably gonna be much more, right? 186, telling us that. So you see how it says chicken, and now the temp is 193. It was blinking red because 193 is at a point where you're gonna start drying the chicken out, typically, if you were using a grill. Let's do this one. So I'll just push it in right there. See how it's blinking? That's too hot for chicken. That's well done, right? So obviously we're on a smoker, but we know what it is. Chicken should be 165. Make sure in the description you find this. Really nice. We have affiliate links. Please click the link. It'll take you right to it. And then at this point, what's next is we need to take this chicken inside and let it rest for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and shred it.
Hey, so if you are not a meat eater, vegetarian or vegan, don't know if you know this, but Traeger has recipes on their site that are vegetarian and vegan. In fact, the tofu that we're smoking, I got that recipe off of the Traeger site. So, you know, don't hesitate if you want to get in on the fun with the smoking. We are cooking kebabs, veggie kebabs, and we actually did, this is one that we bought just from Amazon, nice and easy, veggie rub, Traeger Veggie Rub. And then we're just gonna take these kebabs. We got these at Harmon's. We did these ones before, they were fabulous. And we're gonna just wrap these in a little foil. Give them a little bit of extra. Seasoning. And then I'm just gonna make it kind of like an envelope. Kind of a little packet that will seal it up. Then we'll be popping them on the grill. And by the way, for this tofu, I did press it for a little while, for about an hour. Just put it in between 2 plates with like a paper towel, or you don't even have to use a paper towel. But if you put it on there with paper towels in between 2 plates with something heavy on top, I used a heavy pan, then it will press the liquid out so it's a little bit more firmer and meatier. Really easy to do. It's not complex. You don't have to buy a tofu press. Just put it in between some heavy pans and it'll do the same job. Can't wait to try it. Welcome back to Grilling with Britt. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, I'm gonna check the veggies in the tofu. Oh, hey. That's looking pretty good. Give it a few more minutes. Wow. But these kabobs are in here. We're gonna give them a quick check. Oh, I think they might be done, kids. Yeah. If you are grilling, or if you're making anything, you really should own a pizza paddle. These are amazing multi-purpose tools, and you're never gonna get your pizza out if you don't have one. But it also works real nice for anything that you put on aluminum foil that you need to take off. So I do believe we've got a link in the video for this. So pick up a pizza paddle. You need it.
Day's almost over. As you can see, we're already well into this chicken. And really what you should be looking at, you see how much juice is in the bottom of this bowl right now? You see all that? That's what happens when you let the chicken rest. It lets the meat kind of relax. So when you go to shred it, it's a lot easier. Whereas when you take it off the Traeger, it's like 500 degrees and you're gonna burn your hands off. So let your chicken sit for a couple minutes. Basically, once we're done shredding this chicken, we're just gonna put it in a big Tupperware, and then you can use this chicken for really almost anything you want. So like, you know, you could get, what I like to do, for instance, is I like to get microwavable rice and steamable veggies. We've talked about that on the podcast before. Really easy when you don't have a lot of time. Put the veggies in the microwave for like 3 minutes, rice in there for like 30 seconds, and then you take this chicken and you just kind of put it all in a bowl, mix it up, and now what do you have? Really healthy meal. So that's that. This is where we're gonna end the video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to check out the affiliate links. We've got protein powder from Ghost. We've got protein bars from One Bar. We've got our Nycetek temperature reader. What's it? Probe. Yeah, probe. Sorry, brain fart. End of the day. Probe. And then we've got this veggie rub. This is the stuff. We made veggie kabobs, as you saw earlier in the video. Put this on there. So again, affiliate link in the description. And as always, check us out tomorrow morning, 6:30-ish a.m. Mountain Time. And that's that. Have a great weekend.